Live shot there of the Arch in St. Louis, 7:33 in the morning in the Central Time Zone, 8:33 here in Washington. Two new children's books are out now and are working to make bedtime both fun and informative. Good Night, Little American and Good Night, Young American use gentle rhymes, fun facts, and vivid illustrations to teach children about the history of the United States. Joining us now is the author of both of those new books, Kelly Ashby Paul. She's married to Republican Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky. Kelly, thanks so much for joining us this morning, and congratulations on the book. Obviously, the nation's 250th anniversary seems like an ideal time for a project like this. Talk to us a little bit about the origins. What made you decide that it was time to write these books?
Well, it started last summer. My daughter-in-law and son and new grandson were over for dinner one night at our house, and my daughter-in-law was like, I think we should have more patriotic board books for babies. Our grandson was only 6 months old at the time, and she's like, you should write one. And that night, Rand and I and our son and daughter-in-law were playing around with names, and I came up with Good Night, Little American, which is the nursery rhyme book, which uses very soft and lyrical little nursery rhymes, but it's patriotic. George Washington is in there and Thomas Jefferson. And then our publisher that was interested in the book suggested that I write a book for older children, which is a more involved picture book, which takes a little boy and his dog on a journey with all of the Revolutionary history heroes. So he makes friends with Paul Revere and Sam Adams, and it's all in a dream that he has on the 4th of July.
Yeah, we're seeing some of the illustrations there. The adorable dog learning about our nation's founding. Talk to us a little bit more about the cast of characters and the breadth of these books. Is it focused? Are they focused on just those 1770s, 1780s? How far in American history do they go?
It is revolutionary history. So the book starts on the 4th of July. The little boy is celebrating with his mom and dad, and he's asking what it's all about. What are these fireworks about? And his dad starts to explain the Declaration of Independence. And that night, when he falls asleep, he starts to dream. And his dream starts, and he's up in the crow's nest on the Mayflower, and he becomes he's a pilgrim, he's a colonist. He makes friends with Sam Adams, and he goes to the Green Dragon Tavern and joins the Sons of Liberty and the Boston Tea Party. Paul Revere, he makes friends with Ben Franklin, all of our great Revolutionary War heroes. And he's there at the signing of the Declaration of Independence. He rings the Liberty Bell, and then the book ends with the inauguration of George Washington as our first president in New York. And then he wakes up, and the end of the book has a map with all of the great places in our country where I hope this inspires kids and their parents to want to go visit places like Boston and Philadelphia and New York, and see where all of this happened and see the great history of our country.
So, Kelly, contributing writer for the New York Times, Molly Jong-Fast, is back with us, and she has the next question for you.
Hi, hey, Kelly. We're a country in a civics education crisis at this moment, and there's a lot of stuff that that could be helped and could be solved by more parents reading to children getting more involved in history. So that's a heavy responsibility for a kid's book, but I'm just wondering if you could talk us through, did some of that, the need for education when it comes to our history, factor into your writing of these books?
Yes, it really did. And, you know, once I started writing them, especially the more involved children's book, I realized, wow, first of all, you know, I was reminded again of the incredible bravery of our founders, right? To challenge the divine right of kings in 1776 was a radical idea. And they literally were putting their lives on the line and risked being called treasonous traitors, which they were. And I was also reminded just how vivid and how much of an adventure it is for children to read. So I really wanted to, from the very youngest readers on, tell this story and hopefully inspire children to want to learn more and really put them in the story and remind them that the American story is their story. It's for all of us to really admire and be proud of this amazing idea that they brought to life, that our founders brought to life, the idea of government by the people and for the people.
Such an important point. The necessity to teach people, our nation's children, our nation's history as we strive towards that more perfect union. The new children's books, Good Night, Little American, and Good Night, Young American, are available now. Author Kelly Ashby Paul, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.